and CEO of PAGCOR.
Hi, a safe and healthy day to all of us. It is not so sad that the Sigma convention in the Philippines had to be postponed to next year because of the COVID pandemic. Because what it showed the world is the level of commitment, level of intention and will, and competence of Sigma and its management. Instead of giving it up, just not making do with it and just go on with it next year, they have resorted to using the new technology that the offshore gaming operations are using. They're using internet and they're using the cyberspace. And I'd like to express my full appreciation of this kind of determination and commitment to purpose. Congratulations, Sigma and the management of Sigma. Relationships that we have now are reshaping the world into a global village. So it means that we are not just a separate, independent conglomeration of countries and states. We are now a global image. And why? Because of internet, because of the use of cyberspace, and because of the tools, the computers, the laptops, the apps, the systems, the programs that we now have, that we have shaped and that are now shaping us. The offshore gaming in the Philippines started in late 2016, where we collected 73.74 billion pesos, mostly from application and processing fees. This went up to 3.12 billion in 2017, to 16.11 billion in 2018, and to 5.73 billion in 2019. From January to March 18 this year, 2020, we have collected 1.8 billion for a total of 20.2 billion pesos. But is this important? Of course it's important, because whatever PAGCOR earns, the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation earns, 75% goes back to national government. We retain 25% for our social civic projects, our OPEX, our marketing expenses, and for the social civic projects of the President of the Philippines. It is also important because it shows that through regulation, if you do it with sincerity, competence, and integrity, from 56 million pesos contribution of offshore gaming operations before 2016, it is now a multi-billion peso revenue generating operation in under PAGCOR. But what is more important, as other nations, nearby nations are realizing what the POGO operations generate in terms of gaming revenues. Is not the main event. It is the employment generation that it creates in the locality, so that other jurisdictions are saying, come to us, operate an offshore gaming operation. The only condition is that you hire 30% of your employees from our country, from our nationals, from our citizens. Why do they do this? Why do they offer 10-year tax holidays? Because they realized that POGOs contribute not only to employment, but to the development of the real estate industry in the areas where they need it, because it generates taxes on services, VAT, value-added taxes, specific taxes, whatever. They add taxes to the goods and services that the POGO employees and operations consume, and many other economic activities that it creates, like restaurants, malls, one-stop shops, convenience centers, theaters, even gaming stations. That is POGO. POGO is pump priming activity in the national industry and in the national economy. Thus, we are proud to say that so far now we have 60 operators and about 237 or so service providers. For as you all know, those who are in this conference and convention, that the POGOs have three major players. The operators, the players, and the service providers. In the Philippines, the operators and the players are based abroad. Thus, no Filipino or nobody with an IP address traceable to Philippines is able to play. So we have sanitized that. All the money generated comes from abroad, like in any export industry. The service providers hire a good number of Filipinos, as we said, more than 31,000 Filipinos, whereas also it hires about 90,000 foreign nationals. The problem we have is really that the 2020 presidential elections are nearing in May. That's about 2 years from now. And there are a lot of people who are gearing towards it, either pro or against our government administration right now. And of course, those who are against are always looking a handle or leverage for something that they could put their hand on. Unfortunately, they think POGO is it because of the concentration of a lot of foreign workers in some areas. This we are going to solve. We are encouraging POGO hubs where all of the workers can be situated in one holistic community where their safety, their health will be looked after. We have stopped accrediting any more new operators for one sole reason. We want to integrate and harmonize all of the laws, rules, and regulations that other agencies are imposing on POGO operators. One, we're going to harmonize BIR tax structures. Two, we're going to harmonize immigration and labor policies. And three, we're going to harmonize our law enforcement agency with the total effort of ensuring safe play, fairness, and also safety and security for all workers in POGO, for those who are working legally. When we say POGO, these are the ones who are registered and are authorized and are licensed by PAGCOR. They say that the COVID-19 had made the skies clearer, the waters fresher, the air better, more breathable. So thus POGO is able to help us economically. And perhaps soon we should be able to meet the cross-cultural social communication needs to be able to operate in a more harmonious situation. The POGO operators on their own actually contributed 150 million pesos to buy food and to buy PPEs for health workers as well for the masses of the Filipino peoples. We hope to be able to resume, really, POGO operations in June, and we hope to be able to, at least for the remaining year, to collect in PAGCOR about 3 billion, 2.5 billion pesos more. So, welcome to this conference. Welcome to this convention, unique but modern and in time and in keeping with the times. Thank you very much.